Hey YouTube, it's your girl JoJo and I'm back for another video. And you guys should be very proud of me because I actually got a video up on Friday. Can you believe it? And this one's coming up on a Friday too. So I'm back on track. Hopefully I can stay. Let's give myself a round of applause. Yay! No, anyways, I'm coming here today to do the loc tag. So let's go ahead and get started. Question is, do you remember the specific moment you decided you were going to lock your hair? Where were you and how did you feel? I remember having a phone conversation with my good friend Bree, which I call wife. Hey wife, how you doing, girl? Long story there. But I remember having a conversation with her while I was in Oklahoma, and I was super frustrated because I am originally from California and I moved to Oklahoma. Never had to deal with humidity. Never had issues with like my hair, getting my hair done one day and then the next day it's a hot mess. And I was really frustrated and tired of going to the shop on Saturday, and by Monday it didn't even look like I went to the shop, you know, and I spent all that money and it got to a point where I was just like, I can't afford to keep doing this. It just wasn't feasible. And I never had a perm, but I was going, and sometimes I got my hair pressed or flat ironed. Majority of the time I would do like straw sets. But even the straw sets were frizzing out and it just looked a hot mess. And I remember talking to Bree just like, you know, I have to do something because this is just not it. And she was like, well, have you ever thought about locks? And I was like, yeah, you know, I low-key would love to get locks, but my hair is super thin and I just don't think I'd look right. Like I'd probably have about 8 locks. And so she was actually the one who was like, you should get sister locks. And I had never heard about sister locks before, so I just started doing some research and Googling it. And in Oklahoma, there were only like 2 people who could actually do sister locks. So, you know, I contacted her and I remember saving up the money. She had a special. So I remember I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna save up the money. And, you know, I did it and I was super excited. Question number 2. What is the length of your longest lock and what is the length of your shortest lock? That's a good question. Let's see here. Let me stand up. So it looks like that one there, and I guess y'all gonna make me measure it, huh? To the middle of my booty. And then my shortest lock would probably be somewhere in the front here because I just had one that fell out. Yep, here it is. So that's probably like 3 inches maybe. But yeah, so now that y'all all in my grill, you know, putting me on blast with these itty bitties. And I actually have shorter locks on the sides, but I already reattached sister locks, so I guess that one technically is my shortest sister lock because I didn't reattach that one. So let's go ahead and move on to question number 3. Do you have any locks that are especially unique, strange, or awesome? No, I don't think so. I know that I do have a whole bunch that were combined because my hair is just, again, like I said, my hair is really thin. So my consultant did them like almost micro sister locks. And so now 4 years later, they're just not even able to hang on. You see, those are combined. I'm having trouble with like thinning issues. So that's strange, awesome, and unique if you want to say, I guess. So yeah. Number 4. If your locks had their own personal motto, what would it be? Love the locks you rock. How about that? They would say she did that because I get a lot of compliments on my hairstyles. Today I don't have anything special, but majority of the time I have, you know, some kind of style. So my locks would be like, she did that. Question number 5. If you could start a new set of locks, would you do anything differently? I surely would. I contemplate all the time about starting over, using bigger parts, because I mean my locks are about to fall out. Like, my hair is so thin. Like, I don't know if you guys can see. I'd have to get real close. Look at that. You see how skinny that is? Like, almost all of my locks are like that. I have tons of issues with like breakage, and so yeah, I would definitely start over and make them bigger. But at this point, you know, I'm so far in and I really want to see if I can get my hair down to my back. I also have a daughter, and I want to be able to, you know, show her that she can love her hair. And I don't really want to go through the awkward phase, going through that with my daughter, because I would basically want to be an example and a role model. And there are just days where when you're in that awkward phase where you're just like, oh, and I want my daughter to see me confident, fully 100% confident. And it's beautiful to see the flaws, but you know, it took over a year for my hair to lock. So that's not something that I would want to go back to when I'm trying to teach her to love her hair and love herself. I'll wait till she's a little older. So that's about it for that. Question number 6. How many people do you know personally with locks? Personally, maybe 20. I can, you know, I know a lot of people who have locks. And if I just start counting people on my head, yeah, I could say about 20 is a good number. I probably know more than that, but you know, that's good for now. What's the weirdest question you've gotten about your locks? Dumbest, funniest, most common. The weirdest question, I don't know that anything has been weird. I mean, I do get, you know, what is that? But, you know, I expect that from, you know, our vanilla brothers and sisters, because they don't know. So dumbest, I guess, would be the same, you know, concept as the last one. You know, they don't know. I guess I wouldn't call it dumb. I'd just call it, you know, unaware. What's the most common question? Are those sister locks? Yeah, that's the most common. Let's go ahead and move on to question number 8. Have you ever had a freak accident or an embarrassing moment involving your locks? So this actually just happened yesterday. It wasn't a freak accident. It's really not even embarrassing because I didn't, like, I can edit out things, but I was doing a hairstyle and one of my locks that I attached came out. I was like, ooh. So, blooper moment. But, so I guess that would be embarrassing if I let you guys see that. But, I don't know. I mean, I'm not really, it happens. Locks fall out. It is what it is. It's not too big of a deal. So let's go ahead and move on to question number 9. Do you have any locked role models? If so, who? So first and foremost, Dr. C, because she's the creator and founder of Sister Locks. So yes, definitely her. Definitely Cheska Locks. I've learned a lot from her, and she's one of the first people I started following when I did my journey. The Bronze Goddess is another one. Although she doesn't really do too many lock tutorials now, I just love her. Her hair is always on point. I love that. It's beautiful. Who are you going to tag? So I'm going to tag my friend April, also known as Natural Journey. So go ahead, girl, and get your tag on, and I will see you guys in the very next video. Peace and blessing, YouTube. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Bye, beloveds.